Stonebridge School is an independent public Waldorf school in the Napa Valley. And what we represent is a Waldorf model of education that is an alternative for parents from traditional public schools.
In a nutshell, the Waldorf education is all about head, heart, and hands. And we work with children to become whole human beings, focusing on hands, which represents the child's ability to use their will forces to engage with their actions in the world. And through the heart, it's really working with the child's capacity to feel and to develop a relationship on a heart level with their learning and the world. And with the head, it focuses on the intellectual capacities of the children and their ability to think clearly and thoughtfully and objectively. So head, heart, and hands is what the education is all about.
And one of the things that happens in a head, heart, and hand education is that the thinking piece is on par and equal to those very personal aspects of feeling and doing. And through the doing, the child, if they're feeling good about what they know and they're connected with what they know, what they do in the world is more fulfilling. It's generally going to be more positive, and it's going to serve both themselves and the community better.
I have 3 kids that go to Stonebridge School. They are in 4th grade, 2nd grade, and kindergarten. They're so happy here. They want to go to school every single day. And so since each class moves on to the next grade together, they all know each other so well. The families know each other so well, and they just have the greatest relationship. But really, a lot of it is with the teacher and how they nurture the student and their strengths. I love the teachers because they really want the best for the children. They will work with me if they're having a problem and seeing how they can help them. They'll work with me if they're doing great, and they'll say, this is how he or she can proceed to even do better academically.
The kindergarten teacher stays with the kindergartens and does not move on to 1st grade. Their early childhood is really their specialty. And then in 1st grade, a class will get a class teacher or a grades teacher. And sometimes that teacher stays with the students all the way through 8th grade, and sometimes, for whatever reason, because life happens to students and teachers alike, that teacher may only go 1 or 2 or 5 years with the class. So it's a very individual decision that the school and the teacher make every year. All the children are developing at their own individual pace as well. So that's the gift of a teacher traveling in grades 1 through 8 with a child, because every 3rd grader is going to be different. But since we see that 3rd grader and know where they've come from, we can celebrate every forward step.
So at Stonebridge School, we feel it's very important to the development of the child and to their educational goals to feel safe and secure in their environment first and foremost, so that they can be ready for learning at any time.
In a Waldorf school, we often tell parents that our pacing is going to be a little bit slower than other conventional public schools in the area through about 4th grade. By 5th grade, our students take off because they have had a very, very solid, purposeful, thoughtful building of the foundation, if you will, the foundation to learning. And past test scores have indicated that our students typically do better than other schools in the district and other students in the state.
So yeah, they're thriving academically, and I can never say that I wasn't worried, but I am so proud of them, and they're doing so great.
Yeah, so that developmental model that we embrace with the head, heart, and hands manifests itself throughout the grades with a lot of different activities. So we don't view a child's education here as simply academic, but we tie in a lot of the arts and a lot of the activities that nurture that whole child.
One of the things that's a very important aspect of a Waldorf education is the rhythm or the seasonality of the year and how that's integrated with the curriculum. So as a result of that, there are rituals and events and festivals that are part of the community that also integrate with the curriculum that the children are learning.
As they move into adulthood, they've tasted a lot of wonderful things, and even if they don't become a painter or a woodworker or a scientist or a writer, they'll have an appreciation for what all those different avenues and options are, and know that they have tried them themselves and perhaps someday might come back to them.
What Rudolf Steiner said was that we want to create free-thinking human beings who are able to live free. And I believe that as well, that the best accomplishment we have is that a child goes out and they're able to live the life that they want to live, not a life that somebody else tells them is important for them to live.